The number 12 seat is a comfortable, attractive, and reliable chair component that has surpassed 1 million cycles in independent tests. It does not require any periodic lubrication. All chair components should be checked from time to time to make sure they are in good working order. For tips on periodic maintenance, watch the periodic safety check video. When a seat fails to return to the stored position, it's typically due to a broken pivot or spring assembly. To prevent injury, a seat that will not return should be taken out of service until it can be repaired or replaced from attic stock. To replace a seat from attic stock, you must first determine the chair size. This is done by measuring center of arm to center of arm. Here, the chair size is 21 inches. Seat sizes are shown on the label and follow 12S on the part number string, shown here highlighted in green. To replace the seat, first remove the damaged seat using a 1/2-inch socket wrench or cordless drill. A 12 to 18-inch extension will make this task easier. Once the damaged seat is removed, a replacement can be installed using a 1/2-inch socket wrench or cordless drill. Once a damaged seat is removed from the chair, it can be repaired. Begin by separating the cushion assembly from the plastic seat foundation. Using a large flathead screwdriver, press the two tabs located on the rear of the seat to release the cushion assembly from the seat's bottom. Then slide the cushion backward to disengage it from the front attachment points. The seat's foundation consists of a structural polymer seat pan, a left-hand pivot assembly, and a right-hand pivot assembly which includes the cam spring mechanism. Once you have identified the issue, you can easily repair the seat. For parts, click Contact Us at irwinseating.com or call 844-MY-IRWIN. That's 844-694-7946 and press 1 when prompted. To replace the left-hand pivot assembly, push the two tabs together and pull the pivot out from the bucket. While holding the bearing block, insert the new assembly into the bucket until the tabs engage. The left-hand pivot assembly does not require lubrication. The right-hand pivot assembly consists of two components which can be ordered separately. The cam spring component, shown here on the bottom, is a self-contained assembly secured to the bucket with a metal clip. The pivot shaft assembly, shown on the top, is inserted through the bucket and rotates inside the spring mechanism. To remove the pivot shaft, press the retention tab down with a small flathead screwdriver and pull the shaft out from the bucket. The tab, shown here with the green arrow, should be visible through the cam spring assembly as shown. If the tab is not visible, place a screwdriver through the pivot's screw hole and rotate until the tab can be seen. If the pivot is broken, as it is here, you may need to use a pair of pliers to remove the shaft. Once the pivot assembly has been removed, you can replace the spring mechanism if needed. To do this, remove the metal clip holding the mechanism to the bucket. Then pop out the assembly using a screwdriver or pair of pliers. Take care not to damage any of the bracing or ribs in the bucket when removing the spring. To reassemble the right-hand pivot assembly, first install the new spring mechanism if needed. To do this, insert the cartridge as shown here and secure it with the clip. Again, take care not to damage the bucket's bracing. Once the spring has been installed, lubricate the pivot shaft with petroleum jelly and slide the pivot assembly into the bucket and spring until the retention tab locks into place. Install the cushion assembly by sliding the retention tabs into the bucket's bracing where shown. The front and rear tabs are different and the cushion assembly can only be installed one way. Once the front tabs are engaged, press down on the back of the cushion to lock the rear clips in place. Finally, return the seat to attic stock, or reinstall on the chair using a 1/2-inch socket wrench or cordless drill.